to Neep, S2K. Thank you guys so much. L, Kizzy, Potato Bread, everybody. Thank you guys so much. We are streaming from my hometown tonight to show you what it looks like at night. Tomorrow morning, aka Saturday night, USA time, we are going to be at a, how do I say this? We're going to be at the most scenic place in my hometown, which is an outdoor park overlooking the Yangtze River, a temple called Jingshan Gold Temple. That's where we're going. We're going this way. This is the right way? Yeah. Beautiful. Let's get up out of here. Thank you so much, Heart, for sharing this live. Thank you so much for following the channel. We're almost at 500 shares. Look at this right here. Y'all see this? You see what Hyo2 just sent? You saw that? You just saw that? Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hyo2. Thank you. I know, Rosie, I should know my hometown. Thank you so much, Hyo2. Thank you. Thank you. This is what Harry wants to say to you.
Thank you.
Hyo2, this is what Harry wants to say to you. He says he wants to say, thank you. Max, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nick, thank you. Man, Smiley, thank you. All right, let's get up out of here. Man, y'all see this right here, man? Y'all see this right here? This is real, y'all. This is as real as it gets, man. This is not scripted. Even though there's no homeless people in China, there's still a lot of people who are struggling to get by. Y'all see this? This is live. This is real on TikTok, y'all. For everybody who's watching, we got to be grateful for what we have. You know what I'm saying? Even though China doesn't have homeless people, they do have people who are struggling just trying to make it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real life. Lynn, thank you so much. And it's always a senior citizen who's doing this. Every single time when I'm in China and I see this, Heather, thank you so much. It's always a senior citizen who's doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I take my hat off to the people who are doing this. Y'all seeing this live on TikTok. Epoch, thank you. Man, it's a tough world out here. It's a tough world out here, man. It's always, every time I see this, man, it tugs at my heartstrings. And the thing is, man, I don't want to just go up to her and hand her money because she wouldn't want any money. She actually works for a living. What she's doing right there is her job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, I knew somebody was going to say, give her some money. She don't want any money from you because she's not a beggar. She actually works. That's her job. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough job. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough life out here. Maynard, thank you for sharing. Heart, thank you for sharing. You guys have shared this live with so many people. Thank you guys so much. Christy says she loves you. Christy says she loves you, Harry. One of my great viewers. Her name is Christy. She's been with the channel since day one. She says we love you, Harry. You can see it right here. Lynn, Auburn Girly, thank you. We love you, Harry. Beautiful.
I love you too.
All y'all always ask me, are there any homeless people in China? Auburn Girly, thank you. Thank you so much for the galaxy. I'm telling you guys, man, there's no homeless people, but there's a lot of people who are struggling to get by. So let's keep it moving. Man. Exactly. 给钱是侮辱别人. I agree with that, man. That's why you don't give any money to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they are not beggars, man. They actually work for a living. That is their job. But I keep it real on my live streams. I show y'all what real China looks like. I love to show you guys what real China looks like. There's very few homeless people here, but there are a lot of people who are struggling to get by, man. They're just doing what they can to get by. They just out here living. So, sobering moment right there. Let's keep it moving. All right, now let's get past that. Let me get my mental state right. So this right here is the most center part of ZhenJiang, my hometown. This is the same place where I grew up at. It looks totally different, but this street right here is called Dashikou. What it means is literally big city center right here. Big city center. Now, man, I'm telling y'all, man, that's actually affecting my mindset a little bit, man. I'm trying to stream over here, man, seeing that affecting my mind a little bit. I gotta collect myself, y'all. I gotta collect myself. Hold up one second, y'all. I gotta collect my thoughts. That shit is tough, man. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I did. I saw my parents. We had dinner together. Man, it's a tough world out here, man. Man, I gotta collect my thoughts. All right, a little story time as we're standing right here in downtown. Let me show y'all something right here. Let me tell you guys a little story. This right here is the center of my hometown, ZhenJiang. Okay. Now, they've turned this into a fancy mall. It is closed now. It's almost midnight, so this is closed. This is the center of my hometown. This is the largest building up close in my hometown. There's a Hyatt Regency Hotel here. But this is the real building I wanted to show you. Y'all see this building right here? This building is the first luxury hotel ever built in my hometown in the 90s. This exact building right here. Benin Jerez, thank you. This building right here. This used to be called ZhenJiang Fandian, which means ZhenJiang Big Hotel. I remember this place so clearly because when I was a kid, when I was a boy, we had to do a school project, a school assignment, where you had to GTAC, Nerevar, thank you. Basically what I had to do was I had to go up here. There's a buffet right up here at this hotel. And the buffet is rotating, meaning the floor rotates. You could sit in your seat and you could overlook the entire city of ZhenJiang. Now this hotel looks very old now. And it don't even look like it's operational. What the hell, man? All the lights are off and shit. This is all dark, man. What kind of shit is this, man? This is all dark. But when I was a kid, this is the #1 most luxurious hotel in my hometown. Now it's been totally upstaged. But let me tell you guys a story, though. So my father took me up to this hotel to go to the buffet so I could get some material for my essay. Okay? And I thought my dad was gonna treat me to a nice meal at this nice hotel. I was so excited, man. I was like 7 years old. I was so excited. Wrong. I serpentia, thank you. Wrong. My dad took me up there. He said, here you go, take a look. I thought we was about to sit down and have a nice buffet. I was 7 years old. I've never seen anything like this fancy hotel. And then he took me right back out. He said, cool, you had enough? You saw enough? You got enough material? Let's get up out of here. This is a true ass story, man. This is a true ass story. I remember coming here as a 7-year-old kid. He showed me around. He said, this is what it looks like. And then we going home for dinner. We going home for dinner, y'all. This is a real ass story, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is not a lie. This is a real ass story. My dad said, hell no, I ain't paying for this shit. He took me home. He took me home. This is a true story. Now this hotel has changed names. It's changed ownership as well. You can see there's a different name. It's called the Radisson Hotel now. I don't know what it's called, but it's got a lot of English words down there. I don't even know what it's called in English. But this used to be the landmark of my hometown right here. Absolutely beautiful. It faked me out, y'all. You know what I should have done is for my daddy's 60th birthday, we should have come here to eat. We should have come over here to eat for dinner, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I should have been petty. I took my dad here for dinner. Took him up to the buffet up there. All right, now let's go start walking towards my home. I just kind of want to show y'all what my neighborhood looks like, where I grew up. Let's keep it moving. Oh, man. We'll come over here. Get up out of here. Man, this is a true-ass story, man. This is a true-ass story. This is really happened, man. My pops took me up here. My mom was there, too. I got so excited, man. I'm about to be eating good tonight, man. Look at that shrimp. I still remember they had that shrimp sitting on the ice. Now, this has been 26 years has passed, man. I was 7 years old. I remember looking at that shrimp. I was like, man, we gonna be eating good tonight, y'all. We gonna be eating good. And my dad was like, you had enough? You saw enough? Cool. Let's get up out of here. And also, to tell you guys how much it cost, though. It was 110 yuan per person. I still remember this all these years later. 110 yuan to have dinner there per person. I was a kid, so I probably count for half. And maybe charge me half price. But this right here is what downtown ZhenJiang looks like. A tier 3 sleepy small town along the Yangtze River. This is my hometown, y'all. This right here is my hometown. My parents were real, man. They didn't waste any money. That's why I'm so frugal, because my parents are frugal, man. They didn't waste any money. They're super, super frugal. Be easy. Thank you. Eat there tomorrow, Nick. Kizzy, thank you. Be easy, thank you. That's cool. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Oh man, I swear to you, all these stories I share with you guys, man. I don't know if I'm getting too personal on my live streams. I don't know if you guys like it when I share a lot of these personal stories, man. Every single story that I share with you guys actually either happened to me. You know, all the stories either happened to me or happened to someone I know, man. Everything I share with you guys, absolutely real. You guys, look at this right here. Almost midnight, Erica. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you. I don't know if you guys like these personal stories I share. You guys seem to like it. I've got so many great stories from my childhood growing up here. Man, I am south of the river. So this is why I tell everybody, my hometown, ZhenJiang, is like literally North Carolina of China. North Carolina is on the east coast of America. It's a southern state, but it's not in the deep south like Florida, Georgia, or Alabama, or Mississippi. This is exactly the same situation as my hometown. We're south of the Yangtze River. We're right at the Yangtze River on the southern bank, so we are considered the south, but we're not deep south. We're not deep south. We're not very deep south. Where I live in China, in Shenzhen, that is the deep south. That is the deep south. That is as south as it goes, man. Any further, you end up in the ocean. Any further, you gonna end up in the ocean. But this right here is like the North Carolina of China. Let's keep it moving, y'all. It's dark as hell. Everything is closed, man. I don't even know what to show you guys. But this right here, this is it, y'all. This is what a sleepy, small town in China looks like. This is my hometown, ZhenJiang in Jiangsu province. We're walking down the street. I'm gonna show y'all my neighborhood, the exact neighborhood I grew up in. Auburn Girly, thank you. It's gonna be kind of weird, man. Walking into my neighborhood, speaking a bunch of English. My neighbors don't even know that I'm back. My neighbors don't even know that I'm back from America. They don't even know that I'm back from Shenzhen, man. I'm gonna run up in there, man, speaking a bunch of English, holding up my phone, man. They're gonna be like, what the hell's going on, man? Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Beautiful. I know I am beaming, man. I love my hometown. Even though my hometown is not very wealthy, Michael, thank you. Even though my hometown is not very wealthy, you know, even though it's not very developed, you know, compared to some other places in China, this is the place where I was born, man. This is where all my childhood memories are. This exact street is where my school used to be. Let me show you guys my school. Show you guys my elementary school. It's been converted into a retirement home. I think that's some bullshit, man. They knocked down my school and replaced it with a retirement home. This is the exact same street I used to walk as a kid, skipping around, except all these stores are different. And the streets are different. Be Easy, Auburn Girly. Thank you so much. Nothing existed like this when I was a kid. All these barriers, this big mall, this big fancy hotel. None of this stuff existed when I was a kid. None of this is here. The only thing that was here was these buildings right here. Michael, Jim. Thank you so much for the GG and the flowers and the roses. Thank you so much. This is where I grew up, y'all. My father used to work right across the street from my school in this building right here. So, man, you know he was watching over my ass, man. As soon as I did something bad at school, he'd be there in 5 minutes. He'd be over there in 5 minutes to give me a whooping, y'all. My dad was right across the street from my school. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving, everybody.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. You see, Harry, you learning English now. Say that again.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. I'm telling you, this dude is learning English, man. Next thing you know, he's gonna be taking the SAT. He gonna be taking the SAT next, man. He learning English, y'all. Y'all seeing evolution happen right in front of y'all. Y'all see this right here. TLJ, Lauren. I'm telling y'all, he's learning English, man. What if he understands everything I've been saying this whole time? This is gonna be crazy. He's gonna be fluent with my accent, the Chicago, North Carolina accent. Cool. Let's keep it moving. Look at this, y'all. Nobody is on the streets on a Saturday night. There is no nightlife in my hometown. Melissa, thank you so much for the roses. There's literally no nightlife in my hometown whatsoever. Look at this right here. FD Vera, thank you. Liquid Logic. Linda is saying that you don't have an accent, Harry. She's saying that you're speaking pretty good English. Y'all see this right here? There's nobody here. Nobody walks anymore in this town. Y'all see this? Michael, Be Easy, thank you. Nobody walks anymore in this town. Everybody's on a moped or they drive. Man. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, y'all. Thank you so much, Elle, for moderating and pinning. Benlin Jerez, Beline Jerez, Juarez, Ginger Frost, Tina Russo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Geck Owen, I know it does. Epoch, Auburn Girly, thank you guys. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me on your Saturday morning back home in America. This is my hometown. I've been saying this for like the last week that I was gonna show you what it looks like, but this is really what it looks like. I mean, this is a sleepy small town in China. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like if the equivalent to this town is like literally Akron, Ohio. This is like Akron, Ohio. Not quite as small as Kent, Ohio. A little bit bigger, like an Akron, Ohio, Springfield, Illinois. That type of place where you're not small enough to be a town, but you're not big enough to be a big city. This is the best way to describe my hometown, man. This is like El Paso, Texas. You know what I'm saying? This is like San Antonio, Texas. Does that make sense to everybody who's watching? That's a fair comparison. Let's keep it moving. That's a fair comparison. This is my school right here on the right. A population is 3 million, just over 3 million, I believe, which sounds like a lot, but for a Chinese city, it's nothing. Beer farts, thank you. This is the exact street man, this brings back the memories, y'all. This is where my school used to be. I used to go to school right here. My school used to be right here, and you guys can see, man, this is totally different, man. They got American brands like Starbucks right across the street. Starbucks. When I was a kid, you told me Starbucks. I had no idea what the hell that was. But when I was a kid, this was actually a mall back then. The same mall, they've upgraded it, and now they've got a lot of American brands here. You guys can see there's Starbucks, and there's actually Omega watches. There's Coach. So there's Jordan store right there, the Nike store. So there's a lot of American brands here, and there's also a lot of Chinese brands. You can see Hey Tea is right here. So this has changed a lot, man. In other words, it's become more bougie. It becomes a lot more bougie. Mikey, too, thank you so much for the bracelets. It's become a lot more bougie. None of this existed when I was a kid. When I used to go to school here, this actually used to be a bookstore. And now it's been replaced by a Starbucks. I don't know how I feel about that, frankly. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving. Man. A lot of people are saying they fan qiang kan. A lot of friends from back home in China watching. If you are watching from China, 欢迎欢迎. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I want to show the people what my school looks like, and then it's time to go back to my place. Time to call it a night. Gotta get ready. We gotta wake up early for the live stream tomorrow. From now on, we're waking up early every day to do our live streams earlier in the evening so the people on the East Coast could watch it without having to stay up too late. I'm gonna show y'all what my school looks like, then it's time to double back. And they see none of this existed either, man. When I was a kid, none of this existed. None of this stuff existed. Man, Tina, you know what I need is I need to get some t-shirts. We need to get some merch to say, let's keep it moving. Michael, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dude, whoever just said thank you, I assume you live on the East Coast. Usually we start streaming at 10 p.m. on the East Coast, which means you guys got to pretty much stay till midnight if you want to watch the whole thing. But I'm going to get up starting at 6 a.m. nowadays. I'm going to try to get up at 6 a.m. every single day so we can start streaming by 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time so y'all don't have to stay awake. I don't have to stay awake for too late. All right, this is my school right ahead of me. It's been turned into a retirement home. We can't go in. We can't actually go in because retirement homes, a lot of these places, they are actually off limits to the general public unless oh Lord. Man. Damn. This is my school right here. Y'all are looking at the school I grew up in. The only school I know in China is this school right here. Stitch Forever. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is my school right here. What y'all are looking at is my elementary school. That's been, I think it's a retirement home. Last time I was here, it was a retirement home, but it look a lot nicer now. This is my school right here. So what they did right here, I gotta keep my voice down. You can see, man, this is like, I don't know, man, it look kind of formal, man. Oh, they changed this to the Bureau of Education. Wow, this is my school right here. So I used to go to school here. What they did is they renovated the place. That building used to be a classroom building right there. And that used to also be a classroom building. And wow, it's changed a lot. This is where I used to go to school. I went up until 5th grade. Then I moved to America. This is my school right here. I do repeat myself a lot. Absolutely. Because on these live streams, man, they got people coming in and out. We got people coming in and out. So even though there says there's 1,000 people, over 1,000 people watching, there's actually people coming in and out of live streams. Like, I repeat myself a lot. This is the neighborhood that my school used to be in. And it's also changed a lot because these buildings they didn't used to be here. What there used to be was a lot of these vendors who would set up their stores over here to try to make the money from the kids who go to school here, like myself. We get some allowance money from our parents, and they would set up shop right here. They would sell all kinds of stuff, little BB guns, little toys, little toy swords, little water pistols, things like that. So all that is gone. It's changed so much. What they've done is they built these, I don't even know how to say this, man, but like I guess you would call this modern buildings right outside. And there's a building right here. This is also new. This used to be our gymnasium right here. So what they did when the school moved out of here is they sold the land and they built these homes right here. Stitch forever. Thank you. This home didn't used to be here. This used to be our gymnasium right up here. They tore it down, they sold the land, and they built these apartment buildings. This all didn't used to be here. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's go back to my home. Show y'all what my neighborhood looks like. That's the one more thing I want to show you guys, where I grew up, my exact neighborhood, where our family has been since 1998. We moved in 1998. I don't recognize any of this. I literally don't recognize any of this. I don't even recognize this home right here. Man, this is crazy. I don't recognize any of this. Incredible. Let's walk down this alley right here. Actually, let's go back to the main street. Let's keep it moving, y'all. I don't recognize it. You're gonna see my childhood, and you're gonna go see my neighborhood. Now, my neighborhood doesn't look very fancy, but I'm very proud of it because this is the place where I grew up. Man, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this, man. I'm doing TikTok using Google Fi from my hometown in China. Man, I don't even know what to say, man. I'm at a loss for words, y'all. I'm doing TikTok live using Google Fi to connect to the internet to stream for the people back home to show y'all where I grew up. What a life. What a life, y'all. Man, what a life. What a life, man. It is a lot of emotions, man. I'll show y'all what a Chinese Starbucks looks like. This is called Hey Tea, Auburn Girly. Thank you so much. And thank you for whoever said happy birthday. I'm going to relay to that to my father. This is a Chinese Starbucks. It's called Hey Tea. It competes with Starbucks directly. You can see it's literally right next to a Starbucks. They compete over here. They made the tea concept similar to what Starbucks did for coffee. They made it into these take it and go type of places. They put it in a cup. They make it into, this is all that is to say, very popular brand, taking a lot of market share from Starbucks, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. This is like the Chinese version of the Starbucks, capitalizing on people's love for the tea. Young people love to drink this stuff. But also, Starbucks is also very popular in China as well. But it's called Hey Tea. I wonder if they have any branches back home in America. Auburn Girly. Thank you. Or they just opened one in New York City. See, I don't know them. I haven't even been back in 5 years. I don't know anything. Let's keep it moving. All right, we're about 5 minutes away from my neighborhood. So we used to live pretty close to downtown, which I guess you would call prime real estate. If my home was in Beijing, I'm gonna tell you this, man, I would never have to work again. I would really never have to work again. If we were in Beijing and we were in a prime real estate where we're so close to downtown, I would never have to work again. By the way, for all the Americans watching back home, Hyotu, thank you so much, Hyotu, and thank you so much, Hyotu, for everything. And oh man, thank you, Hyotu, thank you, Nick, thank you, Neep, thank you. Now, if you take a look at this right here, all the Americans back home, look at this, Stitch Forever. Look at the power of our brands. This is the Jordan brand right here. And what you'll find curious about this is that they are charging big dollars big money for everything that they sell in this store. Yet most of the things that are being sold in this store is actually made in China or made in Vietnam or made in Bangladesh, made locally, but they are charging American prices because of the premium of the Jordan brand, who's a Carolina alum, by the way. Proud Tar Heel Carolina alum. Just goes to show you so many things I talk to you guys about. I always like to say this. You see, look at this. Y'all, this is the nicest mall in my hometown. Look at what they got over here. Every single brand. You see this right here? All the brands that are out facing is all either American or European. You guys are seeing this. This is Cartier right here. European brand under the LVMH umbrella. Oh, actually, no, under the Richemont group. You see Cartier right here. You're starting to see this, right? You see this pattern. Whenever you're at an upscale mall, Roman Cowgirl, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the bed. Whenever you're at a very nice mall over here, let's look at this one right here. This is literally my hometown. Look at all these brands right here. This is Lancome over here. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, I know her name. She's from The Notebook. What is her name? Amanda something. Amanda Siegfried. Eileen Marie. You see this right here? You see this right here? All these brands out here who are facing towards the street, they are all European or American brands. This is JLC right here. You see this? This is high, man. Y'all see this, right? I'm telling you guys, it's all right, man. Somebody said, why am I yapping? This is literally what I do. See? I remember this. Coach. The Coach brand is right here. Auburn Girly. Thank you. The Coach brand right here. Y'all see the pattern right here? In an upscale mall, this is the nicest mall in my hometown. All the brands that are outward facing are either American or European, and then Haiti is a Chinese brand. But it just goes to show you the power and influence of so many. And this is the last one I want to show you guys. Omega. Y'all see this right? You never heard of Coach. You never heard of Coach. Lisa, thank you. See, Omega under the LVMH brand right here, or the Richemont Group, Omega. Lisa, thank you. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is economics is two ways. China ships their products from the factories, and the American companies and the European companies ship their brands. Money is circular. It goes in both ways. You know what I'm saying? Michael Kors right here. I said that was going to be the last one. You see another example. Literally every store y'all see. This is ZhenJiang. This is a Chinese brand called ZhenJiang. They sell gold and they sell diamonds. So this is a good Chinese brand right here. Actually, it's a Chinese Hong Kong Chinese brand. ZhenJiang is actually, I think it's from mainland China. But you see Michael Kors right here. Y'all see this right here? Michael Kors right here. So you guys can see so many amazing brands that are outward facing in this mall is all from back home in America or from Europe. So this is why I always like to tell all the fellow Americans back home, it's not a one-way street where they just send us their stuff that's made in China. You know what I'm saying? We send them our made in America brands. It all balances out. It all balances out. And y'all see this right here in my hometown? This is literally a Pizza Hut that is at the most prime location. This is a Pizza Hut right here. Thank you. In Chinese, it's called 必胜客. We know this is American. It don't get no more American than this. And this is why I love to show you guys this, because another American brand on the streets of my hometown, Pizza Hut, 必胜客. This is stuff I'm talking about, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff I'm talking about. I love to show you guys this back home in America because we always complain. All of our politicians, they're always complaining. We don't talk about politics on the show. They're always complaining about China's taking our jobs, China's taking our jobs. But think about how many jobs is being created by McDonald's being right across the street from me. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, I actually catch myself. There's actually no jobs being created. All the jobs are over here. What's being created is wealth for the shareholders. Let me take that back, man. You know what? Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let me stop talking about all this. Let's keep it moving. I guess my point is there's a lot of American brands in China. There's a lot of American brands in China. See, as somebody who studied economics and studied finance, even I realized what the hell I was saying didn't make any sense. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Oh, I had to catch myself. Man, let's keep it moving. And then there's no Chick-fil-A. There's no Chick-fil-A over here. I wish there was. But there's always good old Mickey D's in China. There's always good Mickey D's in China. Every corner, you'll find a Mickey D's. Beautiful. by the way, we're almost at 800 shares. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing this live stream with so many of your friends. Thank you guys so much. And no Chipotle either, which is the biggest BS, man. If there was a Chipotle, I would eat there every single day, like I did back home in America. I ate at Chipotle every single day. And once again,